Wow, what an intro.
Wow.
Good
Unbelievable.
morning.
That was fucking special.
That was special. We'll post the video later today. I saw that. I saw the North Koreans posted that yesterday. And I had to have it as our intro video. I saw
Shout
it
out them.
immediately, knew that it needed to be the Risk On intro video. So we'll keep that running for a little bit. It's laugh out loud funny. Never change, Kim Jong-un. You're the best.
So just to be clear, that was like an unironic war propaganda video right there.
Yeah.
Oh,
That actually was. That was demonstrating how sick their soldiers are.
Like, we didn't edit that. That is actually what the video is.
That's what they posted. And they
There
were
wasn't
like,
a single
fucking-
edit. Yeah. The best one, my favorite was at the end where the guys are jumping on the stack of bricks and crushing them with their chest.
Yeah, that seems not injury
That was
prone at all.
good. That or when guys were taking like a hammer and smashing their forearms with them. One of those two.
Sick idea. Fantastic idea.
It was like Always Sunny. It was like an Always Sunny episode, but real life.
You guys have
as a-
nukes and drones? Well, we can smash shit with our chests.
Yeah.
Good
Cut through
luck.
brick with their hands.
Yeah, you guys as Brits wouldn't know anything about It's Always Sunny, or being tough for that matter. Honestly, our president Donald Trump, called you guys a bunch of pussies last night. I don't know if you saw that.
Maybe accurate. In fact, not even maybe. 100% accurate. We are a bunch of pussies. But, however, we did remove, I saw this tweet today, as of 18 hours ago, you can no longer get arrested for tweets in the UK. Massive
Could you
step
ever?
forward. Yes. Yeah.
Like actually.
Oh yeah. You could. If I posted some what they deemed as hate crime, they would come and arrest me.
This isn't some like Rex 89 Capital or like Gab like far right
No.
like Twitter stuff that people are believing, is it?
No. This would actually happen. Like this would actually happen. Free speech was a mythical idea in the UK until 2 p.m. today. They said they're scrapping non-hate crime incidents on Twitter to free up police in the UK.
So free speech is back in the UK.
Free speech.
Oh,
is back.
only to free up the police's time.
Yeah,
though.
only to free up the police's time.
It's just
no
a
other
priority.
reason. Just a priority. So you know what? I'm in the clear on the Risk On pod. It's time to go hate speech mode.
Hate speech mode.
Yeah, it's time to go hate speech mode and get it all out. I'm free now, guys. So
Yeah. Anyways, episode 51. We're still here. We were off
Flying.
last Friday. Swizzle was traveling and interrupting our schedule, but we're back to the regular scheduled programming. Brought to you by FOMO. Go download it today. Promo code RISKON, 10% off all trading fees. The RISKON account made like $1,000 yesterday, guys.
wow, who would?
We're gonna grind our way back.
In referral fees? Or
No,
or
God,
that
no.
was your trading.
That was me trading.
Yeah.
Me
Oh.
trading. Honestly, considering, so now we're down about 60% from inception. And I don't think it's that bad.
Goat traders.
Bitcoin's down
I
worse.
was comparatively to the market. That's Hall of Fame numbers right there.
Hall of Fame.
Only down 60%.
Only down
That's pretty
60%.
good.
That's a fucking dub, guys.
That just means we've been holding Solana. You know.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We've just been stabled up. We've been sitting in majors, guys. Nothing to worry about. Just sitting in majors.
Market looks boring. We popped, then we sold off. I texted you guys, I think Wednesday or Thursday, that I sold all my Bitcoin at 72K. I'm out. I'm done. All the stuff I bought at 65. After you sold everything at 74 sats or whatever it was on stream, and I was sitting there like during the episode contemplating selling all my shit too. Because I was like, you know what? You're probably right. It's better to just realize this. And then we dipped to like 69, and then I caught, and then it bounced up to 72, and I was like, fuck it, I'm out. And thank goodness, because the government has a retard in office who doesn't really know what they're doing in the presidency.
Yeah, it's not great out there. It's a lot of chop. There's a lot of noise for the chop as well. Like it's always the same, isn't it? In every bear market, we have CT goes wild, and then you check price, and it's the same price as 2 months ago. Nothing changes, but in my opinion, it does seem like we want a little bit lower. The market seems to want a little bit lower. I'm noticing a lot of Sol weakness, which isn't good because I think they're actually doing a really good job right now. Controversial take, but I think Vibu and the Solve Foundation are actually really, like, they're doing a really fucking good job in providing tools for people to build. There's just no one building at the moment. So what can they do? What can they do? What else more can they do? But yeah, tough market, man.
Swizzle, are you in TAO still?
I am actually I also exited my Bitcoin over the weekend, a little bit lower than you, but I just decided end of Q1 coming, got the tax bills coming, everything. We're being a little defensive. I think I posted it on X. I exited TAO at between like 340 to 350. Didn't quite catch the top. But yeah, I just looked a little overheated. I exited, and I now have my bids in place. Funding had been starting to reset, and it was kind of in that area I was looking at for a retrace because it broke out around just above these levels. So like I think I'm like 30% filled on. I had a couple fills, but I've got some bids a little bit lower than here that I would be happy to have not hit. But if they hit, I would feel pretty good about that. I don't think the TAO story's over. I think there's going to be another wind, but I have been wrong many times before.
You think JCal has more juice?
I think he's got a little more pumpage coming for us. I think the what do we used to call the Soul Avengers? I think the TAO Avengers or whatever what's the opposite of the Avengers? Is it like Marvel and DC?
Yeah.
Whatever the opposite are, that's the TAO guys. They're coming. They're going to give us another
I don't know if
leg.
they're that effective. I think the Soul Avengers were effective, man. The Soul Avengers did provide 200 X's at one point.
That's true, but I think we got a juicy pump coming. I think we're going to be talking about the TAO Avengers pretty soon here. Maybe next episode. Maybe not quite then. Maybe in a week from now. But I'll be ready.
I had our boy Kel shilling me in. Sounds as an idiot. His camera's broke up every 2 seconds. What's going on with this child? Somehow this guy is the head of product at Bunkphone, but he can't operate a camera. That was a joke. Sats, I'm not being mean. What was I gonna say? Our boy Kel was shilling me TAO subnets in my replies the other day. I still don't understand subnets. There's still like no volume on them. I just don't like. I feel like there's nothing going on there. Have you explored subnets at all, Swizzle, or are you just strictly trading TAO as like a move thing? Are you a TAO believer or just a TAO momentum trader?
I'm a believer in this, but I'm a jaded, war-torn believer with PTSD from all of our past experiences. So I feel like that's the only way to describe it is like I think the narrative makes a ton of sense right now. I ascribe to it. I think there's definitely something there, but I also am able to recognize that this is like not a fundamentally driven like movement here. There's a lot of speculation and a lot that has to happen for everything to really play out. But it makes sense. The argument makes sense. I've been looking into the subnets, but I'm not buying any of the subnet tokens or anything like that. I think to me that's like getting too granular and trying, it's like if you want to have some exposure to the movement without trying to it's like they say buy the S&P versus choosing specific equities in specific sectors. It's like you can decide which area you think is going to be great, but actually understanding what to do and how these are all going to work. They're not super liquid, and they're going to be changing every day. So to me, it's like if you believe in what's going on and you think this is all going to grow, then to me, it makes sense that TAO is the asset you would want to be exposed to, unless you're really going to be living in this every day. But like, I'm not trying to be living in the BitTensor subnet world. That's
I was going to say.
Yeah.
Bro, that doesn't sound like a good place to fucking live.
How did you spend your bear market? I spent it in the BitTensor
subnet, bro. That'd be an interesting story. How did you guys lose all your money in the bear market? TAO subnets, bro. TAO fucking subnets. I don't want to tell you. It got a bit weird and was on TAO subnets.
You know what's gonna happen is that TAO subnets are gonna fucking rip, and everyone's gonna clip Satz's face.
No, they will.
TAO subnets.
Yeah, looking like a dickhead.
Unironically, they will. They will, but yeah, man, like it'll be that thing. They could rip, and you'll have been the deepest, most ingrained in BitTensor subnets, and you will still lose because you're going to be like trying to, navigate it. I would rather tell people I lost my money in shitcoins than admit that I. Yeah, I would rather say I lost it on Memescope Monday than admit that I was deep in the BitTensor subnet weeds and lost it all.
I do want to talk about Memescope Monday, even though it's so dumb. But the first thing I want to talk, now that we're talking about losing money and how we're losing money, I want to talk about our boy Pete Hegseth. So I chatted about this briefly.
We were talking before stream on this.
Henry, if you can pull up the link I just shared. I think it's number 2. Pete Hegseth is so stupid. He had insider knowledge about the Iranian invasion. He tried to insider trade it and lost money.
Bro, he's just like me. He's just like me. Everyone knows on CT, if you have insider info on CT, you're guaranteed to lose money. You're guaranteed to lose money. Everything, I've said this from the start. Private deals, anything you think you've got insider info on, you don't. You don't have an edge. You don't have an edge. Pete's just like us, bro. Fuck.
This is what I was asking Wood before the stream, though, is like, I don't know if this has ever happened where it's like, and I honestly hadn't seen this until Wood pulled it up and tweeted it, but if, hypothetically, if someone in a public office verifiably is proven to have had insider information and made like an investment based on that, but then they lose all their money in the investment, how is that treated? Like, is it the same thing as someone who had insider information and made a bunch of money, or it's like, we're going to let this guy off the hook because he's
a fucking idiot.
He just couldn't figure his shit out. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like you can't come down on him because he didn't pull it off. He didn't pull off the insider trade. He got halfway and then kind of fucked it. What did he actually do? I didn't see this tweet. What did he bet on? How did he lose money? Wouldn't you just buy oil?
I don't know if we can click into the.
Let me try to click into it. I didn't even read the whole thing. How he specifically did it, but I bet you that's even funnier.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like you just buy oil. No, if you have insider information on Iran, you buy oil. Oh, he's bought a Nasdaq listed ID.
So he advised his broker to buy some defense stock. And this was like a week or two before the U.S. attacked Tehran.
He tried to buy.
Fuck, man.
So he bought.
Wait, we got to see this photo. Yeah.
All right. So what did he do? Yeah. So he bought. I'm reading it. Oh my
was it
God.
him or his broker? So his broker was doing it on his behalf.
Yeah. On his behalf, Pete went to his broker and they tried to buy a multi-million-dollar investment in a defense ETF, but the ETF had already priced the fucking war in. So after the war happened, it sold off. Pete was like, "Oh, I'm being sneaky."
The best thing is if you go into the art, you don't have to do this on stream, but if you go read the article, it says that the defense stock is up 28% year to date. However, it is down 13% since Hegseth put the order in. So he chose a good stock, and he had some information that defense tech was going to be necessary here, but poorly timed, my guy.
Poorly timed. Jesus, he could have bought anything apart from that. It's just buy oil. I feel like that's the obvious is always the right option.
Yeah, my Chevron is doing wonderfully. I bought a bunch of Chevron on the Venezuela thing and just held it. It's up a shit ton. It's up like 30-40%.
Wow. For context on how generationally dumb this is, so Q1 ends today, right? If all things stay the same as of this stream, the S&P 500 would be down 7% Q1. The Dow would be down 8%, NASDAQ 10%. Pete Hegseth's defense stock that he bought down up 28%, but down 13% since he bought. So he could have just held the bleeding of equities, S&P, and done better.
Good fucking trade.
So the consequences of insider trading from ChatGPT say you have to give back all of your profits. He has none to give back.
No profits. Yeah.
Your penalty is 3x the profit gained. Can't do that.
Yeah.
Oh, so they got to pay him. They got to pay him.
Yeah.
Now the criminal stuff's a little more serious, but Trump will just pardon him. It'll be a nothing. But yeah, so apparently the civil penalties assume you make money when you insider trade. So I guess you just can't be sued if you lost money. You just get the criminal penalties.
You're giving the retard slap, like the guy. This guy doesn't know how to make any money. Like, let's just leave this guy alone. And they just leave you alone. That's it. I don't.
So
bro,
the crazy
down
thing
13%.
too is this guy's title is the Secretary of War, right?
Oh fuck.
I know these guys' titles are changing every day, but is he
that
not
actually
the
his
Secretary
title?
of War?
Yes, he's the Secretary of War.
How is he allowed to buy defense stocks?
I don't know. That seems very wrong. That seems
so
very
wrong.
very wrong. Yeah.
Pete Hegseth would kill to put out a pump-up video like Kim Jong-un did.
Oh
That
yeah.
is so up his alley.
Yeah.
Like he saw that and thought to himself, "Fuck yeah, I need that."
That was fucking sick.
That
yeah.
was
Can we get the seals on this, guys? Like, can we get someone on this? This is fucking cool.
Have you seen the videos of him working out with soldiers?
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, I have seen
It's so good.
They are good.
It's so good.
You know what he reminds me of? Have you guys ever watched what's the HBO show about the NFL training camp? What's
Hard
it
Knocks.
called? Hard Knocks. You guys ever watch Hard Knocks?
I've not.
There's always like one assistant coach in that show
Yeah.
who's like they've all adapted to analytics and they're breaking down stuff. And then there's the football guy who's like, like fuck the numbers, like we gotta hit hard, like we gotta play Smash Mouth. Like I feel like that's Pete Hegseth for just the U.S. military right now.
Doesn't sound like a great guy.
He's just an idiot.
He's just a little old school, I think.
A little old school. He's a big meathead. He tends to just like suck Donald Trump's dick at every chance he gets and not really know what he's talking about. It's really an impressive show he puts on every time. Man, him and
Not
Trump,
a great investor though. Not a great
Not the greatest investor.
Speaking of not great investors, Sats, what happened on Memescope Monday and why? Like, I'm gonna let you, as the resident memecoin guy, still tell us about Memescope Monday.
And just to
why it was a disaster.
backtrack, for those of us who may not saying it's me, but who may be just a little bit checked out on chain. Is Memescope Monday, was that a real thing, or is this like
it was real.
It's a real thing.
It was real. Orange.
So we need to know. I need to know the origin and what it actually was.
Here we
I
go.
don't
What
know
was that?
I don't know what Memescope is.
Oh
So
fuck,
can you-
folks. Jesus. Oh yeah, I forget you guys are Jupiter guys, man. You guys are Raw Dog and Jupiter.
Raw Dog and Jupiter. We need to play
the songs.
Razo's song for us.
Yeah. So Memescope Monday. Memescope is like what you see on Axiom, like the new pairs, you get migrated, you get close to migrated, and you get like the fresh pairs. That's what Memescope is. You guys, probably seen the screen if I showed you that. It's on terminals on Axiom. It's on all the terminals. So it originally got strung up by Orangey. I'm sure you guys know Orangey.
Sure do.
He was a big Memescope Monday guy. He was saying, look, guys, 10 a.m. Eastern on Monday, we're all going to log on. Everyone in the trenches, we're all going to log on. And we're gonna see what the hell is going on. We're gonna all trade. There's gonna be loads of volume. If you have to take a day off school, take a day off school. That's what he said. So we had kids off school on Monday, willing to play, and it went about as you can expect. People spent the weekend getting the bundles ready, getting the multi-wallets ready, deploying on 1,000 different wallets, ready to come for the volume. I don't think.
Oh, so we had days advance notice that
we had a week advance notice to what was going to go down here, and people came prepared. People came armed to the teeth. I think that's the best way to put it. It was like the Kim Jong-un video. That was them getting ready for Memescope Monday. They turned up, and I don't think we had a coin cross 400k. I think we had a coin go to 500k maybe. And that was the story of Memescope Monday. Orangey lost 4k, and he on stream he just started playing Rocket League and gambling. Just started spinning slots on stream. So it didn't go as planned. I don't think people were very, very happy A lot of people.
What was the goal? What was the goal? Like, what was the ideal outcome here that people expected?
I think it was just to try and get some volume back in the trenches, have everyone on at the same time, and see what happens. And it didn't really go to plan. The last participants turned up and got burnt pretty heavily. But I think, even from a launchpad perspective, I think it's a good showcase of just how far tooling has come in this game. The things you can do now are absolutely insane, to put it bluntly. The fact that you can have fucking 1,000 wallets on chain, all funded by 100 different exchanges, all at different times, so they can't be time linked. There's so many games to be played now that the average user can't even catch up. Before it was just like, wallet tracking. That's pretty interesting for new participants. They can learn that. But now they're faced with death and destruction. That's the only way to put it. But bear market things, man. Bear market things.
So I do want to make one comment though, that not everybody lost Memecoin Monday, Memescope Monday.
Very true.
I think it's funny also now. Like, Wood and I both posted or reposted like multiple posts or things about Memescope Monday, and now we're on stream acknowledging we didn't even know what it was. I thought it was a joke. I didn't know it was a real thing that people did, but I've got like 2 posts about it. However, not everyone lost money on Memescope Monday because Wood started trading again on our Risk On FOMO wallet, and guess what? I think we're up I got the notification. I think we're up $1,000
Wow, guys,
back. I thought we nuked it to 0. I thought it was 0.
No.
I just sent you guys a screenshot in the chat. I was up. I had doubled our balance yesterday, and then I was holding Donald, which is a Down syndrome.
You
Donald
kept
Trump.
trading, didn't you?
You I did the smart thing. I did the smart thing. I
the
didn't
win.
take the win. I had to hold out for more because I was like, Don, I think Donald is funny. It's objectively funny to me, and I was like, maybe it's gonna win, maybe it's gonna go higher, and went to 1 million, and then what Donald did? He did something smart, and he said he's gonna end the war probably, and then everyone was like, oh, we need to sell Down syndrome Donald Trump because he's doing something smart. He no longer has Down syndrome.
Fuck.
And so,
oh god, nah. Jesus.
So,
Wait.
Is that actually what happened?
That's actually what happened.
Oh my god, man! Holy shit!
And it candled down like 50%, and I looked and I was like, "Fuck!" I lost like $2,000 right there. So I sold it for a small win, $1,000. But we didn't lose money on Memescope Monday.
Look at the average hold time. Wow, folks.
What's our average hold time? 3 days.
18. You know what the average hold time on chain right now is? Any guesses, folks?
3 minutes. No. 1 minute. I'm gonna go 1 minute.
Oh my god. What's the prediction here?
45 seconds.
16 seconds, folks.
Stop.
16 seconds. 16 seconds.
How's that possible?
16 seconds, guys.
Dude, I can't even do 2 swaps on Jupiter in 16 seconds.
Right.
I'm dead serious. It would take me at least 2 minutes.
You're behind the curve. We got people going crazy out.
Hang on, guys. I'm pulling up my personal FOMO right now. I'm gonna check what my average hold time is.
Yeah. There's brothers out there with a 5-second hold time.
Yeah. So, anyways, the Risk On pod, we're back. I did fumble a Pingu coin though. Pingu was hard selling a coin Sunday night. It was the first coin I bought in a month, and I sold it for like a 3x or something, and it would have been worth like $20,000 for us.
Devastating.
So,
another big FOMO. Another big fumble in the risk on pod.
Another one. Wasn't meant to be.
What did we start on this account? 7 bags? Oh no, 10k.
10k.
Yeah, but we're up in the last 24 hours. That's all that
matters.
The screenshot shows.
That's all that matters.
So,
that's all that matters.
Yeah.
We're starting fresh. We're gonna forget about our history. It's up only from here.
Say we need a re-up or something.
No, we do not need a re-up. That is not what we need.
Man, we're good for it. We're good for it.
We are
gonna
not
10x this one this time.
You do not
re-up us one time.
Yeah. You should give Gambling Addict, not a nice guy at 69, unlimited FOMO dollars.
Unlimited FOMO dollars, yeah. When the Risk On pod buys, it's FOMO buying, guys. Heard it first.
What's your average hold time, Swizzle?
13 days.
Jesus.
Wow.
You're an idiot.
You're ahead of the curve.
Those are bull market stats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
13 days.
Yeah, you guys need to get with the 16 seconds, guys. Fuck.
16 seconds is too long.
It's too long.
It's too long. Have you guys been following along with the quantum stuff that's everywhere today?
Yeah, I saw base 16Z cracking shorts on it. But it's a little crazy. I've heard it all before, though. Although this time does seem a little more serious. It seems like Google have figured out what the hell is going on, and they're warning everyone, going, guys, this is the inevitable doom. You guys need to find a solution ASAP. But people started buying Bitcoin Cash.
And Zec.
And Zec, yeah.
I saw that so this all happened overnight, I feel like, while I was asleep, or maybe it started yesterday, but I saw, I don't even know if it was related to this news, but yeah, everything seemed to dump except the one thing on my watch list was Zcash pumped 10%. So I guess that's the chosen quantum resistant narrative, huh?
Yeah, big privacy guy. You know me, guys, big privacy guys. So I'm very happy about that. But it does seem like the chosen one. But I think Bitcoin Cash, I think them guys are going wrong. I saw someone say buying Bitcoin Cash is like when if you shit on your own bed, if you shit in the bed at night and then you go buy a new bed. That's what someone compared it to. I think that's pretty accurate. So
what does that mean?
Exactly. Yeah, that's
what
up to.
Does that mean?
No, that was the tweet. That was the tweet. He's saying if you shit yourself in your sleep in your own bed, instead of cleaning the bed sheets and getting new bed sheets, you buy a whole new bed. That's what he's saying. That's his comparison. That tweet had like 3K.
I don't understand that comparison, but
there you go.
I think he's trying to say because they just because they forked Bitcoin with Bitcoin Cash at one point, so it's like the shit version of Bitcoin.
I'm pretty sure that's what he's saying, but it's one of them ones what fits my narrative. So
you know what?
That's what.
So are you? With. So you're a BCH holder then?
No. I'm a big Zcash guy. I'm a Bitcoin Cash fudder. That's what I am.
Oh, gotcha.
Bitcoin Cash fudder.
Yeah. So for context, if you did not hear this, basically Google referenced some. There was I don't know if it was Google that ran the study or they were just referencing it for their updates. Basically, there's a bunch of concern and panic over quantum resistance, quantum computing developments that people are saying would be a problem for Bitcoin. Ironically, I think it would be a big problem for a lot of other things, and I think crypto would be the least of our worries if this happened. But the focus in this space was, okay, what does this do to Bitcoin if they don't become quantum resistant? As of right now, in the article, it cites that basically you would need 500. Now, you're going to have to look some of this stuff up on your own, but you would need 500,000 physical qubits needed in order to basically break these quantum resistant strains or whatever. Right now, you're at 6,000. These tests got from like 1K to 6K. So still super far away from reaching the threshold that would create this chaos and basically break encryption. But I think the reason people are saying this is far further along than people expected at this point, and because of the way things scale, they're saying Google updated. They used to say it was like mid to late 2030s is when we would have like quantum encryption. And now they updated their prognosis to 2029. So hence the panic. Then our guy CZ came out and he told everyone to chill, right?
Yeah, cleared it all up for everyone. But still, it's one of them things that seems to come around every bear, doesn't it? Like, the amount of quantum fun I've sat through. I think I was here 3 or 4 years ago and we were going through the same thing where everyone was like, oh my God, guys, all our wallets aren't safe. We're so fucked.
Yeah,
so we're clearly
not pretty close.
Yeah. It is,
we also didn't have LLMs that were available, like readily available to the public 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah, that's
I think
true.
That's the fear, is the stuff's all going to speed up. I am a little confused by this. We're don't take our words because we don't know anything about this, but CZ says all crypto has to do is upgrade to quantum resistant algorithms, so no need to panic. Is that like an easy thing to do? I feel like that's like a pretty.
It's like he's just saying things.
He's acting like it's a one click. Like,
it's not a big deal. We just got to update the software, man.
We just got to be the post quantum stuff. You know, that's such a Trump line. That's something Trump would say.
Yeah, guys, no need to panic. We just need to update to the post quantum.
I did read this though when it came across, and I was like, oh. okay, we're cool. And then I kind of like started walking away, and I was like, wait a second, wait, that doesn't sound that easy to do.
I love how he's added no need to panic at the end. When someone adds no need to panic, it's time to panic, guys. It's time to shit the fucking bed.
But aren't a lot of blockchains quantum resistant already? Except for Bitcoin. The Bitcoin core people are just like dragging their dicks, and Saylor has all the Bitcoin, and no one's like thinking it's a problem. But like ETH is tackling this problem. Zcash is tackling this problem. Bitcoin, even the bed that you shit on is tackling this problem.
Yeah. I mean, look, the reality is there's going to be a lot of really smart people working on trying to create the quantum, the post-quantum, whatever it is, quantum resistant algorithms. There's people working on it. But to your point, it's like the reason it's a big problem is Bitcoin was the chosen one, right? And it is kind of the most vulnerable. And then you've got these other similar technologies that are a bit more equipped to handle it, like Zcash. It's just like they're not like the leader, the chosen like alpha of this entire asset class. So like, what are we going to do? Just have the whole world switch from, okay, I know we said Bitcoin, but forget about Bitcoin. Everything we said about Bitcoin is Zcash now. That's kind of hard to do. Or maybe it makes Zcash a very good investment. I don't know. But yeah, we'll see. We have no clue what's going to happen with any of this. There's no way.
No one has any clue. I just sent a link and reposted up. Our boy Jin Tao is on a fucking heater right now.
He is, yeah, his Special Olympics.
His last 30 minutes of tweeting about Tao is so funny. As a Tao guy.
Bring up the triple, Henry.
Bring up the screenshot. Yeah. There we go.
The Special Olympics. Wow, the subnet guys are down bad. The subnet guys are in the mud right now.
Wait, why is he he's an anti-Tao guy, huh?
Because it's so stupid.
Not a big Tao guy, by the way.
Like if I was still bragging about winning the gold in my Discord.
Not a big Tao guy by the looks of things. Valid.
Not a big Tao guy.
I'm a big fan of Jin Tao's tweets in the bear market, I gotta say.
Yeah, he's very unlikable in bull markets because he's always fudding my bags. That I'm like, I'm like the Tao subnet guy in the bull markets, and there's Jin Tao to be like, oh, this guy's an idiot. I've gotten into like 2 Twitter beefs with Jin Tao.
Over what? Wait, I don't remember these.
Over just meme coins. Him like, I think it was A16Z, which he was calling A16 stupid, which it was stupid.
It was stupid,
but like,
yeah, it was.
It was so dumb, but that didn't.
You were like, not right now, dude.
Not right now. We called
this in a couple
after
months.
I've sold. But not right now. And then it was a meme coin. I think it was Mustard. You know, the Kendrick meme?
Oh, yeah, I do remember that, yeah.
That he called top on at like, I think like 15 million or something, and then it went to 30 million. No, it went to like 35, and I danced on his fucking grave. And then it went down only from, and then it went down. Well, I used to be a big grave dancer. I'm not anymore. I'm now like a peace.
But that's because you used to have a big list of wins. Yeah, so I'm sure the grave dancing will come back.
It will come back. Wins, so yeah, let's not jump the gun here. We're acting like a changed man here.
That would involve me winning, which
right. So what you're saying is you would still grave dance if given the opportunity.
I would argue that that the bear market is a deep lesson in humility for everybody, and that I will come back to the next bull market a very positive, changed person who supports everybody.
Wow, I would give that a week. I would give that a week until you hit
we gotta clip this because there's
first
no
six-figure
chance.
First 6-figure liquid will be back in full action. All of a sudden, it'll be tweets every 50 minutes, every 15 minutes, even going, "Wow, you guys suck."
So back before I had like, and you know, when my follower count, you know, I don't have a ton of followers, but when my follower count was like sub 3-4K, I tweeted some of the most insufferable clickbaity shit to try to like get my account going, like about my wins, and like it didn't matter because no one fucking followed me. And now, I'm trying to like do the thing. There's this app where you can like to go back and delete your tweets, like on a rolling basis. I don't know if you guys have seen that before.
I have not.
No.
You can set it up where it deletes any tweet older than any time frame. And I was trying to do it because I was like, there's no reason to have like a bunch of tweets out. Like I have like 25,000 tweets. I do not need 25,000 tweets on the internet. So I was trying to set it up, but I can't set it up because I'm a boomer and I can't figure out how to like upload the tweet file or whatever. So I'm not going to do it. I tried for like 10 minutes.
I was going to say, I think there's some gems in there. What
Anyways,
we need to find.
So I went and I saw some of them and I was like, God, you were such an insufferable prick. So I guess they're just up there. So if you ever want to.
So this is a good segue, actually. Speaking of Wood being a boomer, Wood, have you opened your Mac Mini yet?
Nah, dude.
Wow, man.
Staring at me.
It's just a shtick at this point.
Yeah.
You have no intention of doing you have no intention of getting OpenClaw set up, do you?
You actually you don't even need to anymore. You don't even need to.
His laziness has paid off.
What happened?
Well, you can just do it through Claude now. Claude
really?
You don't really need OpenClaw anymore, and it's just better to do through Claude because it has a context window that's bigger.
So I want to talk about
I don't
that
know
a
the
little
difference.
bit. Have you migrated over from OpenClaw? Or are you just using Claude? Is it called CoWork or what is it? Claude Computer?
Yeah. I'm just using Claude now. I'm just a Claude guy. I'm off OpenClaw. I do still use my Mac Mini, but I'm just a big Claude guy now. I realize he's better than everyone. And,
I was talking to Print, friend of the show, our guy Print, who's like super into he's been playing around with everything. And I was like, damn, man, like I spent all this time getting comfortable with OpenClaw. I feel really like locked into a rhythm with it. I was like, do I have to just dump all this? He was saying you can't import your memory from OpenClaw over. So I was like, do I have to start over? And he said that he's actually been playing around with both. And he thinks some of the stuff we're seeing on the timeline about OpenClaw being dead, about Claude CoWork being, having killed it and everything. He said it's not true yet, like probably in the next couple months, he thinks, but he still said he thinks OpenClaw is better.
I think
where are you on that?
I think it runs the risk of like you have this massive context window because obviously Claude is picking up what you're saying and then you open new chat windows and it will reference back to your other chats. I think that's what you'll miss out on in a few months.
If you don't switch over now.
If you don't switch now. So I think you're just delaying the inevitable. That's the way I viewed it anyway. So I was like, let's just get this out of the way now. So in a few months, it will be more attained to me instead of starting from scratch.
So, but in your experience in using it right now, is it relatively the same functionality-wise? Or do you notice any differences, things you liked better about one versus the other?
Relatively the same in functionality. However, it's way better on the coding side. I've got to say, like everything. Really? Yeah, it's like every time I use it, I'm like, fuck, this is honestly just like world changing. And I still believe people haven't caught up. Like the whole, like everyone in Web 2 and the normal world, so to speak, hasn't caught up to what this is actually capable of and how many jobs this wipes off the map. And I think there's a big gap there for a lot of people. I think there's a big gap what hasn't been exploited yet, just in people even creating like fucking job titles, like data analytics and going to loads of small companies and saying, look guys, you guys can fire all your data analytics guys and I can do it all for you using this. I think there's a big gap in the market for someone doing that and cleaning out a load of Web 2 jobs and just traditional jobs, what hasn't happened yet. Maybe we're not there yet, but in my opinion, I feel like we are. And if we're not already, we're very, very close. So I think there's a big vacuum coming. I know a lot of people say that, but I just still think it hasn't hit the real world. Like,
so when you say that, like, sorry, you're gonna have to bear through some of this stuff with us because I know the Mac Mini box is closed and the Claude account. Well, I think you said you paid for all the accounts.
I paid for everything. I have it all, and I've actually started using it. I've been trying to like do like interior design work with it, and that's my extent of using. I'm like a boomer ChatGPT guy. Everything you guys are talking about, I'm like, I don't fucking know. I'm gonna learn and listen.
Okay, but it's a good search engine for you right now. You like
basically
you like that. Yeah,
I like that. I like that.
Yeah, that's a start. That's a start.
I've got to say, it's better than the like. I actually go to it over Google every single time now. Like if I don't know how to do something, I'll just say, like, can you just walk me through this? Like, can you?
Yeah, that's what I do. I mean, like that's how I use it. If I don't know how to do, if I don't know how to do something, or like, I'm trying to, if you're like trying to like buy something and model out how a big purchase impacts your financials or whatever, like you can do all that shit for you. And that's how I use it. Yeah.
So Sats, walk me through this, and I'll give you the reason I want to talk about it today is like, I was at a bachelor party this weekend, right? And it's a bunch of guys in the Midwest. They have heard of all this stuff, but they really hadn't used any of it. And so they're peppering me with a bunch of questions like, okay, so it's cool technology, whatever. What do you actually like accomplish or use this stuff for?
Mm.
What would you say are like the use cases right now you're using Claude or Claude Code or whatever for, that are like material things that are not just, oh, this is really cool technology, but like within your workflow that are kind of game changers for like how you're doing things? Like, give us a couple examples.
Well, for me, like obviously, I'm trying to build this app I haven't told anyone about yet. But we built that from scratch with this. Yes, like we have some coding knowledge ourselves, and what to do and how to implement things, which does help a lot. But even from someone who comes from a technical background and my friend who comes from a more technical background than me, this stuff changes the game, as in it cuts our workload by times 100. Honestly, things that would have took days now take minutes. I don't think that's something to be underestimated. And the things it can do, as in things that don't require creative activities, so jobs that don't require personal relations or creativity, are zeroed, because it is actually just better 100% of the time. And I just don't think that's hit the real world yet. I use it myself for pretty much like anything to do with finance related now. I would rather ask Claude. Like if I have any financial questions, I ask fucking Claude. If I have anything, it has all my portfolio loaded into it, like has all the numbers loaded into it. If I have any questions on like I was looking into plasma a lot, I ask fucking Claude. It just replaces so many different things that I don't think a lot of people use it, and I don't think a lot of people have really dug into the actual use cases and how many things they implement into now. And I was shocked the other day when I looked at this, when how many SaaS products they integrate with is fucking incredible. And some of the BD roles, some of the traditional BD roles in tech before, this now replaces it. Like people were writing personalized emails to tech leaders to try and get the first meetings and try and get that open door. This now replaces that whole system, which also changes how BD will work, but it integrates with things like Zoom Info and just loads of literally hundreds of SaaS products. I was shocked. So I still think it's going to take a few years or maybe a year or so for people to really catch up. But I think it's we're getting there, and it's getting there faster than people imagine.
Well, I'll tell you guys, like, and I've shared some of the stats, like you and I were going back and forth. I shared some of what I was doing while I was like basically coming up with my rule system for it and everything. But, and this is on OpenClaw through a Claude subscription, but like I have not automated in the sense of it executing trades, but in terms of my trading, like I refer to, like, I have conversations with my OpenClaw and it has all these custom alerts and things set up that's really guiding me through like any position entry or exits that I'm doing. And it is truly game changing in the sense that it's like, it made me realize, holy shit, man, I was a bad trader. Like maybe I did well results wise at times, but like it made me realize like how much of the information that it's available out there to people I was not factoring into decision making. And like this stuff helps you like you can create a rules-based system and all that. Like it's wild. I literally, so like for example, I plugged into CoinGlass has an API. They have all these different levels, but for like $30 a month, you can get all of this crazy robust, derivatives data, spot buying, like the whole picture of everything that's happening. This is what like institutional desks are probably using a more advanced version of this, but like I basically just plugged that API key into this, and then it is helping me create all these like flags and monitors. I say, hey, I'm interested in Zec. I'm interested in TAO. Like I want to monitor, this is my BTC and my hype positions. I want to monitor them. And it like has just created this robust thing where basically it's like flagging me every time I need to have attention to it. I'm interested in finding an entry. It'll argue back with me. Like I wouldn't do it here. I would wait for this area. And then let's look at, what funding rates look like there. And now that, I think it's like the same thing you're kind of talking about on the coding side, Sats, where it's like, once you get a taste of it and realize like the extent and the the scale of what it can do, you're like, holy shit, I can't go back to doing things the other way.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I just have access to so much more information. It can be organized for me. And it does it so quickly. It digests it so quickly. Like, it's like I could do all this stuff on my own theoretically, but I would have to sit there at a computer for 4 hours and like come up with a brainstorm, whereas it packages it in 3 minutes. It's
Yeah.
truly insane.
It's like, I think a few months ago you could open up a site and be like, this is vibe coded. Like, this is what, like, just by the look of it, you can look at it and go, this is vibe coded. But now if the actual dev is behind it, you cannot tell. You can't tell. I think that only just accelerates and accelerates and accelerates as time goes on. Even weeks go on now. Like, things are getting better by the week. And yeah, I think things have, like, I think this is what everyone knew. It's drastically going to change the coding side. And I think it has. If a retard like me can create something what we've even created here, obviously we haven't showed it to anyone or anything, but like, yeah, it's if we can do this, then the gap to creating software just went to zero. And I think that changes the whole landscape of everything, for especially VCs as well, because where does that leave them? Like, now they can only back founders, they can only back people, they can't back any software. Like, I think that maybe changes. I don't know how that looks like in, say, 5 years time. Like, do people pitch themselves over products very, very soon? And they're like, guys, we need funding. We're thinking of an idea. You're going to back us as a group instead of we're going to come to you with a product.
I think this may sound like it's basically what you're saying. It may sound like a heavy statement or a crazy statement to make today. That's, I think, is going to be commonly accepted in the not too distant future, is that we used to live in a world where technology gaps and like technical ability was the primary defensibility, the primary moat for having an edge in whatever you were building. I think very soon the technological gap is no longer a moat. There's not a technology moat or defensibility in whatever you're building, not code-based at least. And therefore, when we talk about moats and we talk about like what differentiates your product in an industry, I think it's going to be about, like you said, creativity, ingenuity, like whether that's, there's a bunch of different ways. It's going to be subjective. It's going to be based on how you can frame it. I think that the technological moat is disappearing, if not already severely disrupted. So, it's going to be a totally different world. I think VCs are going to have to adapt to it just as much as founders, to be honest.
Definitely. I would love to have someone on who would be really honest about their stance on it, like from a VC. Because I think it's an interesting angle, because like, what are they planning for now in 2 years ahead? Like, I generally don't know, because you cannot back software anymore. You can't be like, wow, this is a great product with a great PMF, with a great TAM. You can't do that anymore because someone could vamp the product. You have to back people. And obviously they were doing that before, they were backing people, but now it has to be your main thing. You can't even consider the product. So yeah, interesting time for them, especially crypto VCs as well, because it's like, where the fuck do they even turn to?
Well, yeah, I mean, there's nothing. I mean, what have we built? I mean, we can go back to crypto. I mean, crypto, what have we built that is still here and still worthwhile outside of DeFi products in the last 5 years?
Nothing, man.
Nothing.
Yeah, nothing. It's crazy.
I mean, gaming didn't work. Meta didn't, like the whole metaverse didn't work. All we have left is DeFi products. And we're back to the core thing of transferring money easily.
And stablecoin yield.
Stablecoin yield and Bitcoin. And Bitcoin's about to get hacked. So where are we? But what you're saying is interesting. So basically what you're saying for someone who's a boomer is that being technologically savvy like no longer matters because everybody has the same tools available to them. I can be as good of a coder, in theory, as the most educated. I can build a product as technologically good as a computer science nerd.
Yes,
came.
very
Yeah,
soon.
I
Very
think we
soon. I
have
will
to-
be able to.
Yeah.
I can't do it today, but I will be able to soon. So those people who once had value for their brains no longer have that same value because it's been democratized. That talent.
I think we just have to redefine what it means to be technologically
Yes.
savvy. You know what I mean? Like now, understanding how to prompt, like there's this new term, being a prompt engineer, like that is going to be technologically savvy. Like those who have a lot of experience figuring out how to talk to their Claude or their, Chat GPT or whatever, like figuring out how to construct these things is something that you can do just with practice. You don't have to learn how to code anymore. Like everyone's starting from the same playing field now. Some people have jumped into it right now, but like it's kind of like a new era, and it's like everyone starts from ground zero. And I think playing around with this stuff, like you can get really good at whatever's here now, and that stuff might be obsolete like 2 months from now. So it's like, then who's going to adapt? Who's going to start focusing on the next thing? And like, I think just playing around and experimenting, it's kind of a reset where everyone has a chance to really be in the game. And of course, having a technological background, like you're saying, Sats, like that'll help. Maybe it'll shorten the learning curve. But this stuff is kind of all new. So I think everyone's figuring it out. And it's just a matter of like, some people are going to say, maybe this is overhyped and they don't believe in it. They could be right. Some people are going to say like, I think this is groundbreaking. This is a new paradigm, and they're going to dive all into it, and they're going to become experts on the subject matter. I think there's probably a lot to gain from doing that right now.
I think so too.
And the funniest thing is that us crypto guys that don't work are uniquely positioned to do that.
Yeah,
We have nothing but time on our hands.
Yeah, nothing else better to do than fuck around with AI and figure it out. I saw this one thing of two Asian guys, two young Asian. I think they're both 18. They went from zero, like no product, just an idea, to a full working app in the App Store in 4 days. And now it's producing revenue in 4 days. And 2 years ago, that just wasn't possible. So that was one of the craziest stories that I saw. Even though it's just a small thing, they haven't made a lot. But to go from literally just an idea in both of their heads to an app deployed on the App Store, approved by Apple in 4 days is fucking.
Who is gonna make the pump fun of apps?
Wow.
Billion-dollar idea.
Me now you've mentioned it.
Billion-dollar idea.
I will say this: be careful of the AI slop, because there's gonna be more AI slop than there is crypto slop out there. When you're on your timeline, like I already, there's so many examples I could give, but you're seeing all these things go out there about like, oh, this Claude bot turned $200 into $2 million on Polymarket or whatever. Like, this stuff is all not there. People are just putting clickbaity stuff out there, and it's kind of hard to disprove. But then you go down the rabbit hole, and it's like, okay, I just wasted a bunch of time trying to set up this thing, and it doesn't work. Just be aware that you're going to see so many wild, ridiculous claims from people that are probably mostly, baked in bullshit.
Yeah.
Wait, would define the pump fun of apps.
Sats's brain is turning.
Well, you just said that years ago you couldn't, you'd have to code an app, then you'd have to apply it to get on the App Store, get approved. Who's going to make it so you just like type in a few lines and describe what you want your app to do, and then it gets auto approved and pushed into the App Store?
Wow. But then that could lead to so many problems.
I'm aware. What do you think happened with Pump Fund tokens?
Yeah, it's really led to a lot of problems. Yeah, very, very true.
Let's not create the pump fund of whatever this is. No more pump funds, please.
Let's tokenize every app. Fuck it, guys. Let's tokenize every app.
Why not? We should tokenize every app. We should tokenize the revenue of every app.
Wow.
I love that.
Ideas coming at the Risk On podcast.
Guys, did you see that the Iranians just gave up?
Really?
No.
Yeah.
What, right now?
Kind of. The market's pumping.
We're at 1%. It can't be that good.
We've seen that
before,
look at,
man.
We've done this before.
I'm just saying.
Okay, yeah. Stocks
just
are
saying.
Ripping. Stocks are up.
Stocks are ripping.
Didn't there was someone from Iran? Hold on, we got to pull this up because of what you're saying. There was some like Iranian political leader who posted like, whatever you see, do it's the opposite. Like, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I don't know how to find it.
Are we back now? War over?
Jez posted 5 minutes ago. Bottom. Hard bottom.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So we're back.
So Jez is declaring an end to the U.S.-Iran conflict.
Jez is declaring an end. Our boy
Jez.
Isabel Leith, Jez, is posting a video of school-aged Asian girls holding hands, running on trains and touching hands and shit.
Big.
And saying bottom.
Big.
So that's our hero. But Jez is a smart guy.
I've actually just seen that 6 minutes ago. Wow. Good
I believe Jez called bottom back in October too, though. And this is just another one.
If you see anyone calling bottom, they've probably tried a few times.
It looks as though he just keeps deleting them.
That's smart. That's a good strategy, honestly. Because he's gonna get to do a hell of a victory lap at some point.
Yeah, but I think he's doing it ironically because he keeps commenting underneath the last one and then deleting the one above it and then keeping the comment up. So you can see his bottom.
How many times has he done it?
It's like 6. I think that's what he's doing. Let's see here. Hold on.
Oh, this is good.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times.
I'm bullish, Jez.
I think that's what he's doing.
That is funny.
So I think it's an ironic bottom call.
So it's not the bottom. Wait, so it's not. It is or is not the bottom.
I don't think he's really calling the bottom. That said, I'm desperately looking to offload equity exposure. So let me get higher.
Wow. I'm not seeing anything of the Iran war being over on my timeline. Maybe people.
I asked the same thing. I was looking at my timeline, and then I asked one of my former Israeli soldier quants, and he sent me a news article that said, Iran's president, we're ready to end the war, but we want guarantees.
Okay.
So this is like, I know Balaji tweeted something out that was, he's our geopolitical expert now too. He was calling it like a fake end to the war, but it's best for everyone.
Okay. So it's a mutual agreement that this shit sucks, and we're trying to get back.
Yeah, I mean, being bombed is not. I mean, Sats. I mean,
being there.
Sats, as a war survivor yourself.
Yeah.
Being bombed isn't great.
No, not fucking ideal. I got to be honest. Not ideal. However, very crazy, entertaining when you're there. Missile flying past, you're like, wow, fuck me. No day's boring. But not.
I probably shouldn't be calling you a war survivor because that's not in good taste. But
I'll
take the title. If you're giving it out, I'll take it.
Yeah, the wheels are coming off right now. We've lost things to talk about.
The wheels are coming. That's the best way to the wheels have come off.
Well, I was going to end the show 8 minutes ago. In full transparency, you guys were like talking about a bunch of AI shit, and I was like, I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about. And
then we end the show. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
And then I was like, well, I can't talk about anything, so like, I'm just going to end the show because I have nothing else to say. But I was like, wait a second, that's selfish of you. These guys have things to say. They should continue talking. So I didn't end the show, and then we ended up here with me.
We're an AI podcast now. It's time for you to. We're gonna end this stream, and it's time for you to do the great unboxing. Maybe even post it on the on the Risk On account.
I will video myself unboxing it, and maybe it would be really good content if we could if I could watch my screen and whatever, I could video my screen. I don't know how to do
it live on stream.
Can I video a screen? You can video a screen and repost that, right?
Yeah. What does that even mean? Video a screen.
What do you mean video a screen?
You mean take a video?
Not video. Like take a video of my screen as I'm doing.
This guy's so old, bro.
I'm not even that old. I'm just like whatever.
Yeah, you can do that. You can do that.
So maybe I could do that and try to teach myself how to use it, and everyone could laugh at me as I struggle.
But it would be good because you're in the same place as the average American right now, or
I am. Yeah, it's true.
UK, I suppose.
Everybody I know in real life is AI dumb for the most part.
Mm-hmm. You could be the onboard.
I could be the AI guy. Mm-hmm. I'm already like the token crypto guy.
Yeah.
I'm already douchey as it is.
It's a great segue. Your neighbors now view you as the AI guy, not the crypto guy. It's a big change.
That's bullish.
That's a nice buzz. That's a nice buzzword adjustment.
That's
for
a
you.
good.
I think that's going to play nicely.
That's a big one.
So
in the neighborhood,
what do you do for a living? You know,
AI. AI. Like artificial intelligence.
Like you work for an AI company? No. I do AI.
artificial intelligence. You guys fucking need to get with it. Like, crypto, I don't know what that is. It's weird.
Guys, you guys are you're making jokes, but I told you I was at a bachelor party. That's basically what my answer was. They're like, so what do you do for work? They're all like, I'm a consultant. No, I work. I do this. I'm a teacher. I was like, I've been playing around with different this and that.
I've been doing some AI stuff.
All right.
Just try to change the subject.
Next episode, then you try to change the subject and hopefully don't ask any follow-up questions.
Yeah.
All right. We'll end here. Maybe by Friday this week, by next episode, I'll have a starting point, and I'll be able to contribute to our new AI podcast.
Big change,
all right,
guys.
cool.
Big change.
All right,
Big AI guys now.
We'll be back Friday, 12 o'clock. Good chatting, guys. That was fun. Go download FOMO today. Go trade Donald, who isn't so Donald anymore.
Are we shilling coins on the
Maybe copy trade the risk on FOMO.
I'm not
account,
shilling
because
a
we're out here
coin.
making money. We're out here making money.
I was making a joke and realized I was shilling a coin. I was not shilling a coin. I was making a
shilling
joke
coins,
about
guys.
shilling a coin.
We're shilling coins.
All right, we'll be back Friday. See you guys.